What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Theme Team Thursday, and we're continuing our Halloween theme for the month of October. And this week's Theme Team captain is Mega Gengar. So I am bringing a Gardevoir, Mega Gengar, Spiritomb, Crobat, a shiny Gourgeist, who I've wanted to use forever, and a Scrafty. And opponent today is Lexus, who's bringing a Haxorus, Volcarona, Scizor, Greninja, Electivire, and an Espeon. All things that could set up on us and tear us to pieces. But let's see how this goes, shall we? So Alexis is issuing the challenge in his orange jumpsuit, looking like a prison inmate with some sunglasses, as I lead with Barbie, the Gardevoir. Yes, she's making a return since the Mono Fairy episode, as he leads with this Espeon, this big-eared fennel fox cat looking thing. And I got the magic bounce trays, so ha! Take that. So he just goes for the Shadow Ball here, which isn't a bad move at all, because it knocks my ass down to less than half HP remaining. But I go for the Moonblast, because I'm like, I don't know why. I just did it. But it almost kills this thing with the life orb that I have on Barbie. But now this thing, he had some leftovers recovery, and I'm like, alright, you're faster than me. Don't want Barbie to die just yet, because you get a crap ton of damage. You don't want to stay in her dress just yet. So predicting another Shadow Ball, I switch into Little John, Jaya, and Scrafty, as the Intimidate is not going to matter, as I'm sure we all know. But this Shadow Ball is not going to matter much either. So take that, you purple cat. My Mohawk dude is going to tear you up if you stay in. So, at this point, you can probably try to use a, the glass barrier thingy, a reflect, but I go for the fake out, just to get him within knockout range of anything, really. Now I gotta switch back out, because I really don't know what he's gonna go for, and I've learned to conserve Scrafty. But I go out with Flimsy Bob here, as that Dazzling Gleam is probably gonna tear Scrafty to pieces, so it's a good thing I did switch into Flimsy Bob. So, ha! You ruby purple cat. But yeah, Flimsy Bob's just chilling out there. He's probably want to go for a cross poison. I had Sludge Bomb on my Crobat before, I don't know why. It just looks cooler, I guess. But, yeah, cross poison. Don't sleep on it. So, this Flimsy Bob is a bulkier Crobat, because he has the black sludge, and it surprises a lot of people. But he goes out into this Haxorus here, and I'm like, oh, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna want to set up, aren't you? So luckily, Flimsy Bob is still fast as hell, and then goes for a taunt, and he can't go for a Dragon Dance. So, ha! Take that, Haxorus. So I'm gonna switch back out here, because now I want to bring in Onage Prank. I couldn't fit an S in there. Onage Prank, my team captain. He goes for the Poison Jab, coincidentally, and that is not going to do a damn thing. Not a damn thing. And why would you go for a Poison Jab on a Crobat anyways? Well, maybe he was predicting a switch into something that would be weak to poison, but nope. Not Onage Prank here. No, sir. So, I'm going to protect just to see what he wants to go for. Hopefully his other attacking move. And it is Dual Chop. So now, the taunt wears off, and I'm like, wow. But I go for a Disable, so my take some purple things. You can't go for your dual chops anymore. So he's pretty much stuck with Poison Jabs and Dragon Dances. And like anyone else, goes and sets up because he has the opportunity to. But ha! I got that Paris song now. Played some Miley Cyrus, and now everyone who heard that song, everyone who heard Miley is just gonna faint in 3 turns. So yeah, he's going for another Dragon Dance because, you know, what else can you do? Of course, now I'm going to go take the opportunity to protect to get that Perish count down to 2. So there it is. That's my nice protect there with my spiky self. So he goes for a Poison Jab because Dual Chop is disabled. And I'd say, you know what the hell, I'll just go for another gamble. And I get the double protect, and I'm like, no way. And he goes for the Earthquake, and I'm like, wow, that would have totally tore me up if that landed. Ooh. Talk about the gambles, but now I'm gonna switch out because I'm being a little dick. So this Haxorus is pretty much dead. Even if the Earthquake does do some damage to this Gourgeist, at least I resist it. And I find its Focus Sash, so whatever. If Focus Sash prevented Paris Song, that would be something else, but I don't think it does. So we're sitting pretty here, and Gourgeist is just like ready to tear stuff up. He's ready to go trick or treat for Halloween. But that Perish count counts to 0, and this Haxorus is nothing. Just like the number 0. How about that? But he goes and sends out this Volcarona here, and I'm like, I knew you would go for a Quiver Dance. I knew it. But I do have priority moves. So at this point, I'm like, I could have switched out, but I don't want to risk anything else taking damage, so I did go for the Trick or Treat. Booyah! So now you are Fire, Bug, and Ghost type. How do you like that? So here I was like, okay, I want to try to switch in and actually go for a Phantom Force because maybe there's a possibility that he would think I would switch out here and go for another Quiver Dance. But I guess his greed got put to a stop because he went for a Fiery Dance, and I'm like, shit. So my Jack-o'-lantern's dead, and that sucks. I would have liked to wreak some havoc with him, but not to worry. As long as this thing's staying in here, I'm gonna send out Insidious. Why? Because this thing is part Ghost type now. I mean, the Volcarona. So, Sucker Punch is gonna do some good damage to you. And how about that? It lives with a sliver of HP. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Why does that keep happening? Spiritomb just looks so sad. Just now. He gets a special defense drop with that Bug Buzz, and I'm like, what the hell, man? So, you know what? I could go for another Sucker Punch, because, you know, that's gonna take it out for sure. Will he leave this Volcarona in to die, is the question. Not necessarily, as he went for another Quiver Dance. But I got some more tricks up my sleeve. This isn't your typical Spiritomb. I was like, if I'm gonna use this thing, I'm gonna use it for what it looks like. A rock that plays with your mind. It just messes you up. It's like you're walking home from school one day and it trips you. That's the kind of thing Spiritomb is. Anyways, goes for another Quiver Dance, predicting a Sucker Punch. I'm like, I knew you would do that, man. I knew you. I mean, I know you. But, your shenanigans are gonna get put to a halt because I go for a Torment. Woo! Can't go for that next turn, boy. So, he's pretty much doomed in a sense here. Because if he switches out, I get some more HP. Either way, I'm looking pretty good right now. Insidious is doing his job. He's avenging his brother. So he does go and withdraw that Volcarona because he doesn't want to lose his Pressure Firebug. And goes out into the Greninja here. So, I go for another Sucker Punch, of course, because I said, why not? At least I get some more HP back. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I really want to take any special attacks from this thing, so I gotta switch back out. Because Insidious is just too cool to let him go down to that. So I sent out my special wall, Scrafty. Ironically, he's a special wall, but he packs Intimidate. How about that? But, he goes for a Scald here, and I'm like, come on. Don't get the burn. Just don't get the goddamn burn. You burn me, I'm gonna be so mad. Just don't burn me. And luckily enough, I don't get the burn. So, I go for a Fake Out. That frog leg thing is still pretty tough as I find out he has leftovers, so I'm like, damn, is this one of those bulky ass frogs? Because that's gonna be weird. That's just gonna be weird, man. Goes for another Scald, and I'm like, come on, don't get the burn, don't get the burn, don't get the burn. And he doesn't get the burn. Fantastic. And he's water type, so this knockoff is gonna do a decent amount. Gets rid of that leftovers. 2 birds with 1 stone. How about that? So now he goes for an Ice Beam. I am not entirely sure why he went for an Ice Beam. Maybe he just wanted to get the freeze. Should have went for a Scald because I went for a Drain Punch, so there's no way you're living that, buddy. No way you're living that, man. I was wondering, that thing on the back of Greninja's head, does it slow it down? It looks like, have you guys seen the show Reboot? It looks like Megabyte. Just go take a look at him now. Google Megabyte from Reboot. You see what I mean? So now he sends out this shiny Scizor. Preferably, I like the red Scizor better. I don't know about you guys. But, yeah, this thing's sitting here. Probably wants to set up again because he has shown me he does like to set up. He's a setting up kind of guy. So I sent Orange Prank back out. And I found out that this is this guy's Mega. So I'm like, oh yeah, Clash of the Titans. Let's go. Let's go, Safety Scissors hands. Let's go. So I plan to disable this Bullet Punch because I know he's going to want to set up on me. So as long as that priority's gone, that not going to go do shit. So, yeah, there's the Swords Dance. And I'm like, alright, buddy. Alright, you think I'm going to go for a Perish Song? Think again. Because I got Shadow Ball. And as long as you're not specially defensive, it's not going to be too pretty for your little bug. So that's nice, as it does way more than half. Way more. And he's pretty much doomed here. As long as my Disable doesn't wear off, and which it doesn't, he is damned. Damnation, guys. Shiny Mega Gengar wreaking all sorts of havoc with this crazy moveset. I love Mega Gengar. I wish I could use this moveset more often and get away with it. I was just feeling so giddy at this point. I'm like, please don't rage quit on me, please. But this Electivire comes out, and I'm like, okay, that's enough of Mega Gengar. Let me save it for an ace up my sleeve for later. Let me intimidate this Electivire just a little, you know, you get things a little jive in and smoother for me. But he does go for an Earthquake, which would have tore up my Mega Gengar. Does it tear up Scrafty? Not entirely, because of that Intimidate. So I do get a Fake Out off here, which is nice, residual damage. And now I get to see what item he has. Lo and behold, it's another Leftovers. So, fantastic, guys. Fantastic. I bring Little John back because I'm like, you know what? I want to be able to intimidate this thing again, just in case. Hopefully he went for another Earthquake, but he actually went for the Thunder Punch. I'm like, shit! My bad! Flimsy Bob, no! But Flimsy Bob is bulkier, so he does live that. Had it been my other Crobat Shade, I don't think he would have been so lucky. But I could go for a cross poison with Flimsy Bob right now. I think I'm feeling the cross poison, so I do go for that. Boom! X in your face, purple X in your face. And he goes for an ice punch here. I'm like, okay, interesting. Really thought you would have went for the thunder punch because you get more stab off that, don't you? But maybe you just wanted the freeze hacks again. We saw that with the ice beam from the Greninja. Who knows, man? Who knows? So, this thing has a decent amount of HP left, actually. So I gotta take this. I gotta take Flimsy Bob back because I don't want to let Flimsy Bob die if he doesn't have to. He's cool. And then again, I don't want to let Lil Jon die either, but he does have Intimidate, so it's kind of necessary, Lil Jon. I'm sorry about that. So this Ice Punch is it. Despite the fact that he's -2 attack, he's gonna take me out. How cool would it be if it actually made a difference with 9 HP that you could live an attack with if your opponent's at -2? But this thing's just healing up, healing up, healing up. I'm like, that's enough, man. That's enough. I wish I still had my Gorgai so I can like trick-or-treat his ass. But I trace this Motor Drive. That's interesting. Barbie with Motor Drive. So he goes and retreats, which is a smart decision because he's at -2. Now he's neutral. This Firebug comes back out. Nicely done, predicting the Will-O-Wisp. Damn you and Talonflame for being resistant to Will-O-Wisps. Possibly Arcanine too, but I'll go for the Side Shock here because I just want to get rid of this bug. Just want to get rid of it. So, peace out, yo. Send your mama a postcard. I don't know. But I am hanging on with 26 HP here, so I gotta take out this Electivire right now, right here. But I said, you know what? Let's make it. It's October. Let's go. Let's trick or treat and go for a gamble and see if I land a Will-O-Wisp, and I do. So that's cool. And I guess he forgot that I had the Motor Drive because he went for a Thunder Punch. So now I'm fast as hell. Not really, but faster than this thing, I think. So the burn damage is slowly chipping away, and I'm like, all right, Moonblast, yo. Take some moon damage, man. Can't fight the moonlight. So nice and easy right there with that knockout. And Barbie lives. So, how do you like that? Most of my team was still intact, and we won. Cool, huh? Yeah, so I love that first team battle for October. That was cool. I am working on a Mega Bayonet team. I didn't really want to give that away, but whatever. That's one of the team captains. You guys still don't know the other two. But I am working on a Mega Bayonet team, and it's hard because I either end up dying with Mega Bayonet or just obliterating the other guy with like everything but Mega Bayonet. So it's hard, but yeah, stay tuned for more Halloween madness next week, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, hit that like button for me. Can we get like, we always get like 4 likes for sure, so can we get 5? 5 will make me just crazy, like 5 alive. Anyways, see you guys next time. Peace.